Spencer, it was a great game for the neutrals. If it had been in a real season, with something on it, I mean, it'd be a heart attack game for managers, but lots and lots of chances. Endeavour, certainly not like an end of season game. What was your opinion?
Yeah, it was a great game for the neutrals, great game to finish on. I thought both ourselves and Eastbourne put on a great final day game, on a game that officially was a dead rubber. But we started really well, scored early, conceded a soft goal from our perspective, a wonder strike from their lad again, and then the penalty that we'll come to. Got it back to 2-2. Second half, they've had one attempt on goal, and we've thrown everything at them. We must have had 10-15 great chances. Their keeper, I thought, was absolutely outstanding, and you thought it wasn't going to happen. And then the third team on the pitch evened it up, didn't they, in stoppage time? And we deserved the absolute minimum of a point and patched up side. And it was great entertainment for people, and I'm glad that they saw a really entertaining game and that we got the absolute minimum we deserved from the match.
Yeah, and the talking point, really, particularly in the first half, was the penalty that Eastbourne got. I mean, it was an overhead kick from Ollie Treacher. He was facing his own goal, and an Eastbourne forward went to put his head on it, and he was caught with a boot. He gave a penalty. Now you see clearances like that and attempts on goal in the Premiership, Championship, week in, week out. And what was your opinion on that? Because it certainly brought the house down.
Oh, it's farcical. Simple, farcical. I thought that the two of the three officials in particular had terrible games. There was a push on our lad right on the dead ball line in the first half, right in front of the linesman, didn't help the officials, even to the fact they were only going to play 4 minutes at the end there when there'd been 5 substitutions, 2 quite serious injuries that took a long time. They were cramping for a potentially dislocated elbow. The officials, I'm afraid, were on their summer holidays before both teams were, and we can probably put back and say that the shot in the last minute, I would have been very angry if that was given against me for a penalty as well, and I think they've just evened it up. I mean, it was never a penalty, the first one that you're referring to. I mean, he's won the ball cleanly. The guy's ducked his head into it. I mean, it's just ridiculous, and he seemed to take forever to give it. And it was a terrible decision, and I think you've got to give both teams credit that it was a game played in decent spirits between two teams trying to entertain people on the final day, and it was a relief really that the three officials didn't ruin the match for everybody.
Yeah, and you think he was trying to even it up with the penalty for you right in the last minute, and I think you richly deserved that, certainly the goal and certainly the draw.
Oh, we did, absolute minimum we deserved a draw, no question at all. I mean, we camped inside their second half, and they were trying to hit us on the break, and their keeper has, I'm sure, got man of the match. He was absolutely outstanding. But I'm not going to object to that. I think that they have evened it up there at the end. As I said, I thought there were 3 teams involved today. 2 teams really put on a fantastic show for the conference, and 1 team let down with very poor performances. But we move on. There was some great football played, some in difficult conditions for both teams, with people missing a lot of players and a lot of youngsters on the pitch for both sides, and credit to both sides, and as I said, we richly deserved the draw at the very minimum.
And at 3 o'clock, did you expect a game like that at the end of the season? Nothing on it really.
I did. I absolutely did. I thought this would be a high scoring game, and I actually thought it probably would end up in a draw. I know Tommy well. Eastbourne have got a similar style of play to ourselves. They've had a good season, they flirted with the playoffs, they play some good football, they're young, they work really hard for the manager, and I knew both sides would go for it, and we did. And I think unfortunately it caught us. We scored so early, and nearly scored twice so early. I thought we looked suddenly that the job was almost done inside the first 5 minutes, which clearly it wasn't. And I thought it would be an entertaining game, and it certainly turned out that way.
And now at the end of the season, this is when your hard work starts now for this close season.
Yeah, we just don't know what we've got. That's the problem. It's let's take a deep breath. And it's been a decent season. It's not been fantastic, but when all things are considered, we've done well. And there's already things we're trying to do, but of course we just don't know. We need attendances to be up. We hopefully can get some new owners and some new sponsors, and things continue to move in the right direction. But otherwise, it'll be a very, very tough financial season again. But we've got through the season without too much drama, which is particularly good when you look at the sides that we've been putting out and the players we've had to let go, and having to start the season such a fast fashion due to the situation with the conference. So overall, I'm really pleased we put on a good show at the end there. As I said, I think if we could have scored 7 or 8 today and there wouldn't have been any complaints, and I'm just delighted we did get at least the draw that we deserved today.
Well, congratulations, you're still in the Skill Conference South next year, and at some stages we did wonder about that always, didn't we?
No, to be fair, I didn't. I really didn't. I thought we flirted with the playoffs before the really bad weather came in. Obviously our away form wasn't strong enough. If there was any disappointment for me with the strong players that we did have at the start of the season, our away form wasn't good enough to compete, and we struggled away from home badly. And all credit to my youngsters and loanees that have come in. We've still got a good core of the side that have been with us 2 years. You think we've still got 5 or 6 of them, and I thought they dug us out of the hole well. And thankfully we kept away from the relegation zone, and we tightened up away from home in particular. There's going to be highs and lows. Obviously we'd like to do more, but I was never seriously worried about the relegation situation, and we kept away from it, and that's credit to us. And we'll take the positives from that and go again, starting almost immediately.
Well done, Spencer. Thanks very much indeed.